Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, magandang hapon, may hapon sa tanan. I am your host, Marjorie Carmona Newman. We will begin our program with the wreath laying at the monument of Dr. Jose Rizal. May I call on the Honorable Consul General Saldi Patron and our honored guests, Member of Parliament Blake Richards, MLA-elect Angela Pitt, Councilor Heather Spearman, and Councilor Al Jones to lay the wreath.
At magbabago ang panahon kung bawat pagdating ay laging pagulo. Aatin ko ba dito sa mundo ang mga matang nakikita'y totoo? May hindi luha ang likuran at paglari ang tanong ay kailan. Bakit di natin isabot ang pagmamahal? Sundan mo ng tanaw.
Shall we give a round of applause, please? Palakpakan po natin. Thank you very much, Consul General Saldi Patron, Member of Parliament Blake Richards, and Councilor Heather Spearman. Thank you so much. And of course, thank you very much to our RCMP officers. Thank you. And our guests can take their seats, please. To begin our program, may I call on Ms. Jackie Torion to the front to lead us in singing the Philippine and Canadian national anthems. I'd like to request everyone to please stand. be seated, everyone. And thank you very much, Jackie Turion, for that powerful rendition of the national anthems. Don't you agree? Can we give her another round of applause, please? Thank you. Land acknowledgement. The city of Airdrie is located on Treaty 7 territory. We acknowledge this land as the traditional home of the Blackfoot Confederacy, including the Siksika, Piikani, and the Tusitna Nation and Stoney Nakoda Nations, including the Goodstoney, Chiniki, and Bearspaw, and the people of Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 3. To give the welcome address and the message of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, is our Philippine Consul General to Calgary, Zaldi B. Patron. He assumed his position on July 1st, 2019, a career diplomat who holds the rank of Chief of Mission Class 2. He was posted in Jakarta, Indonesia, Brasilia, Brazil, and New York, USA, prior to his posting in Calgary. In Manila, he was part of the Philippines chairmanship of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, in 2017 and 2007. He has extensive experience in bilateral and multilateral diplomacy and consular services. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Consul General Zaldi Patron.
Maraming salamat, Marjorie Newman of Edmonton, Alberta, for the very kind introduction. Honorable Blake Richards, Member of Parliament for Banff Airdrie, and Mrs. Richards. Honorable Angela Pitt, MLA-elect for Airdrie. Honorable Heather Spearman, and Honorable Tina Petro, Councilors of Airdrie City Council. Ladies and gentlemen, mahal kong mga kababayan, I would like to thank you all for joining us today for our celebration of the 125th anniversary of the proclamation of the Philippine independence. The theme of our celebration this year is Kalayaan, Kinabukasan, Kasaysayan, or Freedom, Future, History. We look back at our history and recall the great sacrifices of our forefathers who waged rebellions and a national revolution to gain our independence from Spain after more than 3 centuries of colonial rule. On a glorious day, on June 12, 1898, 125 years ago, General Emilio Aguinaldo, the leader of the Philippine Revolution at that time, raised the Philippine flag, and the national anthem of the Philippines was played for the first time. The Philippine independence from Spain was finally proclaimed. Today, we are a nation of 110 million Filipinos who are living in freedom and trying to carve a bright future for the Philippines. Our country is blessed with patriotic Filipinos. Many no longer reside in the Philippines, and yet they continue to cherish their Philippine heritage and contribute in many ways to our country's nationhood and economic prosperity. I see many of them today at this hallowed ground of Nose Creek Regional Park, where the monument of Dr. Rizal, our national hero, proudly stands. It is just fitting that we are commemorating our Philippine Independence Day for the first time at this Rizal Monument, which symbolizes, represents, and honors the estimated 217,000 here in the province of Alberta. As the first Philippine monument in Alberta and the first monument of the Philippine national hero in this province, the National Historical Commission of the Philippines has the Filipino community in Alberta will forever be indebted to the city and people of Airdrie for welcoming with open arms our Rizal monument. This is a tie that will always bind us. While the Philippine Consulate General is leading today's celebration, which started a few hours ago with the Philippine Independence Day Tagalog Mass at St. Paul's Catholic Church, this would not materialize if not for the support and cooperation of many organizations, groups, individuals, and sponsors that have been working with us on a pro bono basis since January of this year to organize and prepare for this event. We are grateful to the artists who will perform today, to the non-profit organizations that will offer social services for our community, to the groups that will demonstrate to us the Filipino martial arts of Arnis and the traditional Filipino games, to the volunteers who helped us in the Mass, and to those who will assist us during the rest of the afternoon, to the Filipino community organizations heading the different committees we have set up, to the various sponsors who heeded our call for support, and to the members of the public from different parts of Alberta who came here this afternoon to join this celebration. I see in all of you the true spirit of bayanihan, of communal unity and cooperation, and I thank all of you for your enduring love for our country, the Philippines. And now I will have the honor of reading to you the message of His Excellency Ferdinand Marcos Jr., President of the Republic of the Philippines. On the occasion of our commemoration of the 125th anniversary of the proclamation of Philippine independence, we remember and pay tribute to our forebears who fought for our freedom so that we could live with the liberties that we enjoy today. Let this celebration inspire us all to become responsible and conscientious citizens who can make a difference in the lives of others and in our respective communities. On this day, let us also renew our commitment to our duty to protect the democratic ideals of our nation and preserve our way of life as Filipinos, whether we are in the Philippines or anywhere else in the world. Let us continue to unite and work hard to build a truly just, inclusive, and prosperous Philippines that all Filipinos deserve. Maligayang araw ng kalayaan at mabuhay ang lahing Pilipino.
Thank you very much, Consul General Salvi Patron, for that very inspiring message. For those who do not know, Consul General Salvi Patron is the most hardworking and dedicated Consul General po sa province ng Alberta. Do you agree with me? I would like to take this opportunity, Conjen, it's not on the script. Huwag niyo akong pagalitan. Okay? That we truly appreciate po your service, your dedication, and thank you very much for all the work that you do for the Filipino community. Thank you. To read the message of the Secretary of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of the Philippines, I would like to call Deputy Consul General to Calgary, Victorio M. Dimagiba, Jr.
On behalf of the women and men of the Department of Foreign Affairs, I join Filipinos worldwide in celebrating 125 years of Philippine independence and nationhood. As we steadily progress beyond the challenges passed by the pandemic, we seek to elevate the vibrancy of the Philippines to unprecedented heights. The theme of Kalayaan 2023, Kalayaan, Kinabukasan, Kasaysayan, reminds us of how the hard-fought freedoms by our forebears has not only shaped our nation's history, but also continues to shape its future. The Department of Foreign Affairs pays tribute to our rich and proud history by drawing wisdom from its lessons, guiding our steadfast commitment to an independent foreign policy that navigates the complexities of our time. The significance of the Kalayaan 2023 theme is magnified by the intertwining of our department's history with that of the Republic. As one of the first agencies established just 11 days after the declaration of Philippine independence, our work has remained constant and unwavering. Kalayaan is a core tenet of our mission, embodying the essence of an independent foreign policy and our unwavering commitment to advancing freedom, not only within our country, but also in the international community. Kinabukasan symbolizes our unwavering dedication to building a prosperous, peaceful, and equitable future for every Filipino. As the Philippines stands at the cusp of attaining middle power status and becoming the world's 16th largest economy by 2040, our international engagements and partnerships play a vital role in realizing these ambitions while ensuring concrete benefits for our people. Kasaysayan beckons us to look back to a time 125 years ago when our foremost diplomatic objective was to attain international recognition for the Philippines as the first Asian republic. From that pivotal moment, the Republic of the Philippines has steadfastly upheld the principles of decolonization, human rights, and equality. These fundamental principles have shaped our legacy as a champion of the rules-based order and multilateralism, a leading voice in promoting safe and orderly migration, and a vigorous proponent of climate action. Under the administration of President Ferdinand R. Marcos, it is clear that our objective is not merely to restore pre-pandemic circumstances, but to forge ahead and make our nation better prepared to confront the challenges and demands of the 21st century. As we celebrate Kalayaan 2023, let us look to the future while cherishing the exceptional qualities that our ancestors exemplified and that continue to define the Filipino spirit today: courage, resilience, compassion, and a deep love of country. To all Filipinos around the world, maligayang araw ng kasarinlan. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas!
Thank you very much, Deputy Consul Dimagibag. At this point, we are honored to invite Member of Parliament for Banff Airdrie, Blake Richards, to give his remarks.
Well, it's a real pleasure to be here, real honor to be here today to celebrate the 125th anniversary of Philippine independence. And when I think about this day, when I think about the theme, and I have to confess, Tagalog is not something I've mastered yet. My beautiful wife has taught me two sentences: mahal kita and mahal din kita. I don't think that those are probably the appropriate words for today, but I won't try the theme in Tagalog, but I will translate to freedom, future, history. And when I think about that theme, I think of a couple of things that I want to just say. And the first is this. When I try to imagine what is, if we're celebrating Philippine Independence Day, what would be the equivalent in Canada? And I think many people would say Canada Day, but I actually would argue that I think it's something more like Vimy Ridge Day or D-Day, where we celebrate freedom fighters. The fact that we're here at this monument, Dr. Jose Rizal was a freedom fighter. And we talk about the struggle for freedom. And he was certainly first and foremost as a national hero in that struggle for freedom. But freedom isn't something that we struggle for and then we celebrate. We continue to struggle. So today we celebrate that freedom. We celebrate that independence, but we continue to struggle for freedom. We always have to continue, whether it be in the Philippines, whether it be here in Canada. We always continue to struggle for freedom, and it's something that we all must celebrate when we think about days like today. So it is really fitting that we're here at this monument to be able to celebrate this day with a national hero as a freedom fighter like Dr. Jose Rizal. And just what an honor it is to be able to have this here in our community of Airdrie. I thank everyone involved in making that happen. The Consul General, the Consulate, the Filipino Airdrie Association, all the sponsors that were part of making this monument possible. We are incredibly honored here in Airdrie to have this monument here and to have all of the great traditions and culture that the Filipino people that make Airdrie home bring to our community. We are thrilled and honored to have that as part of our community and to have this monument and to be able to be here today to celebrate this important 125th anniversary. So thank you for having me and for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that kind remarks, the Honorable Blake Richards. Just for the information of everybody, a Member of Parliament Blake Richards has a Filipino connection. Am I right? So to all the Filipinos in Banff and Airdrie, he is married to his lovely Filipino-Canadian wife. Palapakan po natin. So, just letting you know. Are we ready? Are you guys ready for our first presentation? Saranay is a Filipino maxim which means to help and to serve others. This association welcomes all nationalities, not only Filipinos, who share deeply rooted values of caring and compassion for our fellow men. This afternoon, we are featuring the students of the Saranay Filipino Language and Cultural School as they prepared a song for our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal. Palakpakan po natin ang Saranay Filipino Language and Cultural School for their performance.
Keep it behind.
Evelyn, bakit mo tinanggal yun? Bakit mo tinanggal yun? Hindi mo pwedeng tanggalin kasi nagsirahan mo yun, bulaklak, tapos baka matumba dahil sa protection eh. Dapat ang performers, hindi mo mag-move. Balik mo yun. Kasi important mo yun. Red niya eh. Sila mo yun. Balik mo yung tail. No, no. Red yan, red yan. That's my favorite. Very well. Balik. Ano? Sabihin mo yun.
All your words, your tongue and life, a painful sword.
Thank you very much. Palakpakan naman po natin ang Saranay. Saranay actually is based in Edmonton. Thank you very much. And our next performer presentation is a poem or tutula po siya, and you're gonna be surprised. The title of his tula is Sa Aking Mga Kababata by Dr. Jose Rizal, to be recited by a Brit who has learned Tagalog as a second language. Please welcome Jim Madden.
Magpapalang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Jim Madden, at sa ngayon, sa araw ng kalayaan, bibigkas po ko ang tula mula kay Dr. Jose Rizal, isang bayaning Pilipino. Inisulat niya ang tulang sa aking mga kababata noong bata pa siya. In English, my name is Jim Madden, and I'll be reciting a poem by Dr. Jose Rizal called To My Fellow Youth. Pagkat ang bayay sadyang umiibig sa silitang kaloob ng langit, sanlang kalayaan nasa ring masapit, katulad sa ibon nasa himpapawid. Pagkat ang silita'y isang kahatulan sa bayan sa nayot mga kaharian, at ang tao'y kabagay katulad ng alinmang lika noong kalayaan. Ang hindi magmahal sa kanyang silita, mahigit sa hayop at malansang ista. Kaya ang marapat pagyamaning kusa, na tulad sa inang tunay na nagpala. Ang wikang Tagalog, tulad din sa Latin, sa Ingles, Kastila at salitang Anghel. Pagkat ang poong maalam tumingin, ang siyang nagawad, nagbigay sa atin. Ang salita natin, tulad din sa iba, na may alfabeto at sariling letra, na kaya nawalay tinatnan ng sigwa ang lunday sa lawa noong dakong una. Maraming salamat po. Ingat po kayo. And I have a word for our MP. He said he knew 2 Tagalog sentences. I have a new one for you. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas! Long live the Philippines. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jim. I was so surprised. I think he speaks better Tagalog than I do because my native language is Bisaya, Cebuano. So I'm so impressed. That was very impressive. Thank you. The Sinag Kultura is composed of Philippine Cultural Center Foundation, PCCF scholars, and members who are the ambassadors to preserve and promote the Filipino heritage through music and dances. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the dancers with their Manobo dance, Kinugsik Kugsik. much, Sinag Kultura o PCCF for that wonderful presentation. Before we proceed to the next part of the program, I would like to call Miss Angela Pitt, the MLA-elect for Airdrie East, for her message. Palakpakan po natin. Whew.
So much. Thank you. Oh, wow. Thank you. It's such an honor to be here today to celebrate with you 125 years of Philippine independence. And thank you. As I look around, there's so many excited faces here and such great pride as you hold your flags and you remember where we were 120, well, you weren't there 125 years ago, but where your families were and where we are here today. And it's just an honor to have you in our community, in this park. It's such a great turnout on such a beautiful day. I felt a little bit of rain just now, but that's going to be about that. And I just want to welcome you to Airdrie, to our park. We're very pleased to have you here. I'm always thrilled about the Filipino food that arrives here in town, and it's been handed out, and I'm so grateful for that. And you know, events like these are important to our community so that we can learn from each other and we can share this important history with one another, and we can try and not repeat the mistakes of the past. And MP Richards talked about freedom and the importance of always defending that fiercely here in Canada and in the Philippines forever. So thank you for allowing me to be a part of your celebration here today, and happy 125th anniversary of freedom.
Thank you very much for your kind words, and congratulations on your re-election. Thank you. Now, I would like to call Ms. Heather Spearman, Deputy Mayor and Councilor for the City of Airdrie, to give her message on behalf of the City of Airdrie.
Good afternoon. Just to clarify, I'm not the deputy mayor right now. I'm just a councilor. Our deputy mayor is committed to other events today, and our mayor just celebrated his 60th birthday, so he's away as well. So if you see him, wish him his some very good birthday wishes. Now, again, my name is Heather Spearman, and I'm a councilor with the City of Airdrie, but I am also responsible for our inclusion priorities as well. We recently this year just joined up as part of the Coalition for Inclusive Municipalities. And something that makes Airdrie very special is that we are just constantly growing when we talk about the future in terms of diversity and all sorts of beautiful fabric being woven together in terms of everybody who comes here. But did you know that specifically the Philippine community is our largest minority community in the entire city of Airdrie? And if you look around, look how many people are here today celebrating that fact. It's incredible. And I have to say, when I was a young girl, I was about 8 years old, and I was going to church in Lethbridge all the time, where I grew up. And one of the best memories I have was being about 8 years old and being invited to participate in a Filipino event in Lethbridge. And this was back in the 90s sometime. And it was wonderful. The food was wonderful. I actually, one of my very best friends I met that day, she now lives in Edmonton, and she is living a wonderful life there. But I always felt very honored, very included, and very well fed every time I've been a part of a Philippine event. So just on behalf of the city, I just want to thank everybody here for being a part of Airdrie, for investing in Airdrie. I know there's a lot of businesses here that have taken their blood, sweat, and tears and put it into this city to make it a better place. And for that, we are truly thankful. And I also want to say this statue that was chosen to be placed here in Airdrie of this very distinguished gentleman, Dr. Jose Rizal, is such an honor, and we are so grateful at the City of Airdrie that we were chosen to be the community that this statue was placed in, so that for years to come, folks from the community can come here and learn about each other, can celebrate freedom, and can enjoy everything that the future will bring. So it is my honor to thank you all for being here today, for choosing Airdrie, for your homes, for your play, and for your businesses. And I especially want to thank all the visitors who have come from all over Western Canada to be here today to celebrate this. So thank you so much. Thank you to the organizers, and it is an honor to be here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councilor Heather Spearman. Thank you so much for welcoming the